Anthony Hartwig here with a Mineral Ridge Softball Coaches Corner season preview. We're joined by the co-head coaches, the Ralph and Karen Weeklies of high school softball here in the area, Will Sandy and Joe Merolillo. Guys, thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about this season.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So we're gonna break this into an interview where we'll ask each of you individual questions. But first, I want to start with just kind of a recap of last year. We'll start with Coach Sandy, and he can field this one. When you think about last year, the things that were learned from last year, I know you're returning a lot of your same players. What lessons do you think you want to learn and take away from last year's season where you guys made it to the district championship round?
Last year, 14-9 season. We improved from 2023, which, that was our big goal, was to take things one step further, like we've been preaching to the girls all off season. We were able to do that last year. And, we've talked about limiting our errors. We cut them almost in half from 23 to 24. We'd like to cut them in half again. I feel like if we could do that, we'll have a good chance for success. Our pitching is not, going to blow you away. So we're going to have to make plays. And if we make plays, we like our chances.
And then Coach Merolillo, when you think about the next steps, this year, the goals this year coming back from last year, like I said, you have almost the same roster back. What are some of the goals and some of the things that you want to do to make sure you reach those goals this year?
Oh, we always tell the girls one step forward, take the next step. Obviously, we want a league championship put on that wall. We want that district championship as well. We're going to be fighting. I think the girls are really hungry for it. They got a little taste of it last year. Again, fought a good Matthews team in the district finals and came up short. So I think now this year we adjust to that. We adjust to the whole district change, and we, go out and do what we do best, and that's play softball.
All right, Coach Sandy, you get the hard part because we have to ask you to break down the roster and talk to us about these players, which means top of your head, you have to get us all the names. But let's have the meet the team segment. The players that will be making a big impact this game, this season, and maybe some of the new faces too. I know you guys have a pretty good freshman class as well.
Yeah, we sure do. Right off the top of my head, instantly you go right to the four seniors: Lily Merolillo, Sydney Wiley. Oh man, you're going to put me on the spot. Megan Haney and Maggie Collins, our four seniors. We added a fifth senior this year. Skylar Leach, she is new to the game, but, numbers wise, we were kind of on the edge of having a full JV roster. She came in and she's done a great job, but man, the leadership of those seniors that we've had now for this is our third year with them. It's been awesome, and it's what we expected, and it's kind of what we've been working for the last few years. And then of course you go to the juniors. Just amazing to get Kelsey Dye back healthy this year. Maddie Gerberry. I'm definitely going to remember Maddie because I forgot her in another one. But no, Maddie is the hardest worker that we have on the team. Off-season wise, she's at everything. And then, who am I forgetting now? And now, geez, oh man. And now Lainey Wrigley over at the hot corner. She will hopefully be able to take care of third base for us like she did last year. It was a position change for her from 2 years ago, and she did a remarkable job. Won one of our Gold Glove awards that we gave out at the end of the year. So, and then, we've got some sophomores that have helped us. Sullivan Sandy, Savannah Turek's going to, shoulder a little bit more of the load pitching. And then, with our freshmen coming in, we have 6 of them coming in, and, we expect big things. There's some travel girls in there. Courtney Kaminsky, she's been a travel girl that's played for quite some time. Randy Blacon has played a little bit of travel. Lydia Cottrill and Olivia Barker. I don't want to leave anybody out, but Alyssa Wylonen as well. One of the freshmen. She's a pitcher, and she's going to be a name to to look out for in the next few years. So.
And then I'll have Coach Merolillo elaborate on some of them because there are some players that I think this needs singled out a little bit and talked about what they're going to bring to the team. And first, I want to talk about the senior, right? Obviously, the last name pretty familiar with you and Lily Merolillo, and coming back into the circle, can also play a lockdown shortstop when she's not in the circle. Talk about what you expect from her senior year, her last go around, trying to have that last ride inside the circle.
Oh, you're going to get me already with this one.
Here come the tears.
Yeah. No, listen, Lily, what she means to this program and what she's done over the last, coming on 4 years now. you know, she's worked very hard. She leads this team not only on the field but off. You know, she's, you know, even in basketball, she was at the weightlifting stuff, and even if it wasn't just a lift, she was in there just encouraging girls, helping them, you know, doing all that. Uh, on the field, she's you know, like you said, she's a presence, man, and she's a very tough competitor. She takes things very hard, and she just wants to win, and she wants her team to do good, not just individually, but she wants the whole team to succeed and, you know, do reach our goals. So, um, you know, playing with her, you know, coaching her has been such an honor, and I couldn't be more proud.
I want to bring up Kelsey Dye as well because last year you guys had to spend the season without her, and Aaliyah Wall stepped up marvelously as a senior and really bared the brunt of that catching responsibility. But now you have someone who's a natural born catcher back there that can lead your infield and lead the pitching staff. What's that mean to this team to have her back full health on the field as a catcher?
Oh, it's huge, man. I mean, it was a big blow to us last year. Luckily, we had a senior that, you know, put the team over herself and came in and did a wonderful job. But like you said, you know, Leah was out of position a little bit last year, and Kelsey, man, she if you could draw up a catcher, you know, ask AI to draw you up the perfect catcher, she's about what would come out. You know what I mean? She's loud, she's like a presence, she's a leader, and you need that from your backstop. And you know, we couldn't be happier to have her back.
And then the last thing I want to talk about the roster is just the pitching situation. We talked about Lily, and then you have Savannah also. Is the plan going in to be 50-50? Do you see one that might get a little bit more than the other, or do you think like last year it's going to be a solid 1-2 punch, rely on both of them and just deal with matchups, and which one do you think matches up with the other team the best?
Honestly, it's going to be matchup based, I believe. You know, we are going to look at Sav to take that circle a lot more this season. I know she's been working hard. Again, another hard worker we have. I mean, we got a team full of them. You know, she comes in, same kind of presence as Lily, man, wants to win, wants her team to succeed. Um, I, I have all the faith in the world in her when she's in there and to take control of the game. The other thing is too, we also want to trickle in Alyssa Wylona a little bit, man. Again, freshman coming in, you know, got to get her some looks. You know, the future's bright for that one. So, you know, our pitching is much better than it has been since we started. You know, at least depth wise. So, you know, coming in and having that kind of, you know, pitching dugout. You know, being able to go to anybody, it's a big deal for us.
Well, for Middle Ridge fans, all you have to do is say the name Lylonen, and they get it. They
Yeah.
get it.
We love you,
They
Maddie.
get it. Shout out to Maddie out there who held it down for 4 years for that program. Coaches, then we want to go out into the schedule. We'll let Coach Sandy talk about the schedule too, test his memory on the teams that you've kind of put together. I know the out of conference schedule is packed up, but let's start with the conference first. In the MVAC Scarlet tier, you guys probably come in with really high expectations, but it's always a competitive conference. Talk about some of the challenges that you see in the MVAC and what you're looking forward to in the conference season.
Man, it's a dogfight. The MVAC is a dogfight. I mean, it's tough to not give McDonald their due, man. I think it's been 6 years in a row that they've won the MVAC. But you know, you have a Jackson Milton team that's hungry, and they added Katie Byers, and then you know, not to forget about the Lowvilles and the Camels and Waterloo and Springfield is going to be improved, and you know, he brings in there too. You know, you've got a tough game every single night, and you know, we're going to get them back to back, which makes things interesting. I mean, it's not like baseball, but you know, you still get, you know, you get the different pitchers possibly, and or the same one if you can't handle them. So I mean, the MVAC is going to be nasty, and we're right off the rip. We got McDonald real early, so you know, we're going to kind of see where we stand, I think, right that first week.
Conference is one goal. The other goal, of course, is a deep postseason run. You have a non-conference schedule to help you get ready for that postseason run. Coach Merolillo, we're going to turn to you. Talk about the non-conference schedule and some of the teams that you're excited to test yourselves against when you go out of the MVAC.
Well, like Coach Will said, we start right off the bat. We start with LeBray. We wanted to beef up that schedule a little bit. You know, we wanted to test our girls in the non-conference game because I said it before, iron sharpens iron. We played LeBray and then Salem on that same week. and we got Boardman and Pie Valley. So, we definitely beefed up that schedule just to make us better. That was our whole idea with it. So we want to face good pitchers, we want to face good hitters and good fielders, and we know all those teams can bring that. So, that's where we stand with that one.
So when you make a tough schedule, you always have to toe the line of staying confident and also getting prepared and getting high quality teams. As coaches, how are you going to try to kind of toe that line, keep the kids confident if maybe the results don't go your way, but at the same time make them realize like these games matter. This game, even if we do lose this game, it's something that's going to make us better for the tournament.
We are, our first goal, if, we make a list of goals, our first goal is we want to win the conference. I mean, that's what we want. We want to hang a number up on our board in our gym. And, that's what we preach. And they need to understand that, you're going to see dominant pitching from a Pie Valley and a Boardman and a LeBray. And that's only going to help us in those conference games. So, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a fine line to walk. But I feel like if and when we can get one of those games, that's just going to push us to the next level that we want to be at. You can't go into a postseason, having played a bunch of cupcakes and winning games 20-0. That's really not going to help anything. We've told the girls, man, we want to be in those 5-4 games. We want to be in those 3-2 games. And shoot, even like last year, when we had United, we beat them 3-2 on our turf and then went up there and lost 15-14. I mean, 2 wildly different games, 2 one-run games. But I feel like that prepared us for the district run that we had.
If I could piggyback off that, we're not looking for wins, loss in that column, in the non-conference column. We're looking for, how we play. So that's our main focus in those games. So and we try to, tell the girls that and just focus on that.
Now, last year we weren't able to get you guys for one of these long form interviews, which was, it was sad, but we get you this year. So we got to hear kind of how this co-coaching came about and how you guys made the decision to become co-coaches instead of, one being the head coach, one being the assistant. What kind of drove the idea, like, let's just share the brunt and share the credit and probably share the blame when things don't go right?
Honestly, both of us kind of went into it the same. We obviously are big competitors. We're hard-headed sometimes, but we all want the same goal. Both of us want the same goal for these girls, this program, this school. I mean, we love it. And we didn't know how it was going to be when we went into this first. We had no idea. And to be honest with you, just kind of rolled with it and went along. And as it turns out, I mean, it's probably the best decision we've made. We share the workload on a lot of stuff. He's, handles a lot of things that I don't, and I handle stuff that he doesn't. So it meshes very, very well. We get along great. I mean, our wives make fun of us all the time. I mean, the moment I walk in from practice, he's calling me or I'm calling him. And, Lisa's constantly, Holly's constantly like, hey, why don't you sit down and have some dinner first and then call your boyfriend or whatever back. So.
And the big thing is just you just got to keep in mind that I'm the third base coach and he's the first base coach, and that's just the way it goes. So,
well, the big question is which one's the work wife and which one's the work husband, because who wears the pants in the proverbial coach's relationship?
Just remember, I'm bigger than him. So,
coaches, the last question I'm going to ask for you guys before I let you obviously talk about the other people that help out with this program. We see shirts in Mineral Ridge with Mineral Riz on the front. I want you guys to describe Mineral Riz in the best way you know how. What makes this team have that charisma, have that swagger?
Well, you know what? 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, the program was not where it needed to be and where, anybody in the community wanted it to be. And, we like to think that we brought it back a little bit and with the help of the tremendous athletes that we have. And this started a long time ago, in the youth program. As every good program has to have a good youth program, and that's what we have. But as far as the Mineral Riz goes, we haven't really bought into it. The girls don't really buy into it too much. They think we're kind of weird, but we're going to roll with it and we're going to go with it and we're going to be confident and we're going to be we're going to be exciting.
Some people take it as cocky, but honestly, it's more for fun for the girls, man. We want to give them something memorable. We want to do the fun stuff for them. It has nothing to do with us ever. I want them to enjoy this time in their life because it's so important, and to look back and go, man, that was fun.
There's just something intimidating about walking up to the field with a boombox, bumping out jams,
The belt,
getting ready.
over one shoulder.
Yeah.
We better see that again this year, guys.
Yeah.
We would not let this go without you guys talking about other people that contribute to this program that wouldn't be what it is without. So I want you to shout out some other people, staff members, and people in the community that help you guys out that really make this Middle Ridge program go.
So I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Jay Collins, we brought him on as a volunteer coach. He doesn't get paid. He ran through all the stuff that you're supposed to as a coach. He helps us out every single day. I've coached Jay with this group of seniors since T-ball, and to be honest with you, I moved on to this next level, without him, and he was so supportive of it, and I couldn't thank him enough.
Yeah, we can't do what we do without Jay.
No.
And we also brought on a JV coach this year, Hannah Baird. She's a Ridge alumni, and she's been amazing working with the girls, and then just the support of the the Board of Education and Damon Dohar's been amazing. We have this beautiful facility, which I think is the top in the area.
Randy Cameron, with our schedule. I mean, he took the helm of the AD this year on short notice and came in and really helped us out and does a lot for us, even though it's a hectic job. He does a great job. And obviously the field crew and everybody.
And then the biggest thing, honestly, too, is just the parents that we have are the parents of the girls have been awesome. Fundraising wise, they do anything we ask. They're amazing, getting the girls to and from practice. It's been a total team effort, and I'm so happy to be a part of it with Coach Joe, and it's been awesome.
Even just the little things like, we reach out today. We had 2 YSU college girls, players come talk to the girls, they sat with the whole practice, and, they helped us out, gave us pointers, like I said, we're doing this stuff for the girls, and the parents are on board for it, and everybody is so supportive. So we appreciate everything.
All right, guys, we want to appreciate you guys for the time giving us a preview of this season. Want to wish you the best of luck this year. YSN will be out there as much as humanly possible to cover you guys, and we can't wait to see you out there. And we know the weather is looking like it should be playing right now.
Yes.
We're
ready.
All right, guys, thanks for the time. Good luck again this season.
Thank you, Anthony.